कि बच्चों के सेंस डेवलप नहीं होते हैं तो वो अपना हाथ सही से स्लेट पर नहीं रखते या उनको लिखने में दिक्कत आती है।
It's the duty of the teachers to counsel the parents, to educate the parents, and also to educate the children so that they can come up for the future. We need a good lab with the proper internet facilities and with the good condition.
बच्चे ऊपर की क्लासेस में आते हैं, उनको ब्रेल सिखाना बहुत मुश्किल होता है।
They do and they learn. They do the practical first and then they go for the theory.
पढ़ाई के लिए वे भी अन्य डिवाइसेस का प्रयोग करते हैं, रिकॉर्डिंग के ज़रिए पढ़ते हैं क्योंकि हिंदी का जो सिलेबस होता है वो बहुत ज़्यादा होता है। जब 11th-12th में बच्चा पहुंच जाता है तो उसको ब्रेल नहीं सिखाना मुश्किल होता है, वो नहीं सीख पाता है।
Give me a little bit introduction. Tell me about yourself. What's your name? How long have you been teaching here? Do you live on campus? What are some qualifications you have to teach? Just give me a little bit of insight on what you do.
My name is Trisha and I belong to the Northeast Indian, and I am belonging to the state that is Meghalaya. That is one of the beautiful states in the Northeast India. And I joined here since 2013 and I am teaching computer for the students of VI here, and I have done computer diploma and currently I am doing my postgraduate in English from the IGNOU University.
Okay, that's great. So you teach, what classes do you teach?
I teach from 1st standard till 12th standard only the computer. I do both the practical and the theory, and I do teach the students right from the basic till the advanced of the computer, and we have the syllabus and plus the extra courses we provide for the students.
Okay, that's great. So yesterday I had some interviews with students, and quite a few of them mentioned that they loved computers and they wanted to pursue computer degrees and learn more about computers along the road, like in college. But a lot of them also mentioned that they didn't feel like they got enough time on the computers. What do you think? Do you think there should be more time for students to have access to computers? How do you think that should work?
Of course, the students are dealing with this syllabus too, and plus we have per classes I have 40 minutes each to teach the students the computer. That is not enough for the student to learn because we need time first to learn the basic things, and also we have to be perfect on the keyboard while teaching the students. The students need to learn more on the keyboard first, then only they can pick up the computer. They need to understand the screen reader, that is, you might be also knowing, that is job access with speech for window, that is a screen reader, and one is the non-visual desktop access, that is also a free software which we can download at any time. So the students need to learn the screen reader first because they are not from the English medium, they are all from the Hindi medium, they belong to the Punjab states. So for me too, it's very tough time to teach them to understand to the screen readers. If they understand the screen reader, they are well enough to perform the actions on the computer.
So is that one of the challenges you face, getting the blind students to learn how to use the hardware of the computer, such as the keyboard and, like you said, some of the softwares like the screen readers? Is that one of the challenges you face in the classroom, is getting the students to learn those things?
Yeah, because you have been interviewing very few students, but some of the students are very, very slow in picking up the syllabus and also the activities which we teach. They need time to learn. Like instead of learning within 1 week, they will take almost 3 months to learn because we teach them very, very slow. They need to be adapted to the slow learning. Then only we can they can be in one syllabus where we can teach the students.
The students, are they up to date with government schools and public schools? Like the school I attend in America, we use pretty much a lot of technology. We don't have much paper, pencil, and much things that are off technology. We use computers, we use iPads, we use boards. So do you think the students, especially learning with softwares, are they up to date? Like, are they learning modern softwares, and are they able to use the computers as they wish?
Yes, of course. Here the learning method is different, okay? In India, we learn here learning by doing. That means the theoretical first thing we learn, and then we go for the practical. Whereas in different parts of the countries, they do and they learn. They do the practical first, and then they go for the theory. That's where the education level in India and the different countries, especially for the disability field, this is the great difference where they are lacking behind. But of course, in my school, I do provide the different technologies for my students. I do provide them the assistive aids, but of course the iPad still, we didn't get any one of the iPad because we have to speak to the management, and then they have to search for us to get iPads for the student. So I do try, but number of times there are no people to support for the iPads. But other devices I do provide by getting less number of the cost according to what the course, we try them to get in discount offers. We have different types of extra this one assistive aids, that is like scanning the book and they get it into the voice notes, or else they can get it into the computer. That are different assistive aids. We can show you later on that assistive aids, how the students they use it. And also we have the assistive aids for braille too, that is for reading they can do, and for writing also we have it. So there are different types of assistive aids for the students. And yes, of course, they are really up to date, the students are, because we do keep them, encouraging them to learn through the internet, through the books. We do provide them the knowledge that what is coming up for us nowadays in the technology field.
That's great, but you did mention that there's not much support with getting newer devices. So you pretty much only use computers, right?
Yeah, we do take different types of assist aids, which are like, I will just would like to say the amount. Like for example, we are not able to get the amount of which words is like 10,000, 40,000. We are not able to give this to the student. We need for that support from the others so that they can get it the assistive aids, because the parents too, they don't support the students to get. We have to take lots of counseling for the parents to support us for their education, and then only the students can proceed ahead. Otherwise they are not able with the assistive aids if the parents are not supporting them.
Yeah, and that's totally understandable. And do you think that having more technology accessible, so like computers for all the students, or computers in the classes, or iPads or Promethean boards, like the projector boards, do you think having technology like that for all the students to use, not just in one room but in all the classrooms, do you think having day-to-day, class-to-class technology is going to be really beneficial for the students?
Of course, that will be very, very beneficial for them, because at least they are able to access their own in the classes, and also they can be more adaptable to the technologies where they are being to the technological world as we are right now. So I do prefer like projector. Of course, since they can't see, we can just put like the sound system for them to listen to the lectures, and also they said that the teachers also, with the help of the sound system, they can deliver the proper lecture. Otherwise the sound is not very predictable to the last student too. And since here the students are having, what I could observe this many years teaching here, some students are not really up to the mark, because they are not able to understand only the theoretical things. But if you teach practical, they surely learn the things.
Yeah, that's totally right. Like, I agree with you. And definitely there are a lot of new and modern blind softwares online, like you said, sound speakers and sound systems for them to listen to lectures, and way that they can scan the books so they can hear the books. And I feel like if you get more technology, do you think that using those blind softwares will help the students learn faster?
Of course, it will surely help them.
Yeah, and there's so many different blind softwares. And do you think that with what the students are learning today, they can go to college and pursue a computer degree, or are they not learning a sufficient amount of computer knowledge to go to college and go forward with that?
The computer knowledge is right from the school level right now, and there are some of my students are doing computer degree, that is bachelor in computer arts. They are doing it right now, and some of them are doing their studies only through the computer because they don't have any other support systems in the college, because they just need to record or they need to do scan. In the college level, we can't use the braille books.
Right.
Okay, because it contains a huge volume of the books and huge amount of the papers. So that's it also takes lots of time to write the notes for us in braille. So we prefer to use only the computers or the technologies which we are using it right now in our future life.
Yeah.
And also they use for their education purpose, as they use, instead of using the books and pens and pencils, they do use only the computers in the college level.
Yeah, and since Braille is very traditional, it's a lot older, and it's not as modern, and it's not as up to date with all the new blind softwares that have come out. So, do you think that maybe in the future, Braille is not going to be used as much in colleges, and therefore these students should learn more learn more blind softwares online?
Of course, I do agree with you, because why it's Braille is only just a script. I just because it's not worth enough to take in the college level, because as I said you that it contains a lots of time to write us down.
Right.
So instead of using the pen paper, we can just use it in the computer just to scan the books, and within a second, within a minute, we can get all the notes in the computer. Whereas in the Braille, we will take a huge number of times, like 10 to 15 days to complete down one note. So instead of doing that, we can just finish it within 1 minute, 2 minutes, and it is done.
And that's definitely more efficient than being writing on Braille all day. It's definitely more, students can get more done.
Yes.
How many computers are there currently in your school?
Currently in my computer lab, I have 16 computers. And plus, I do counsel the students' parents to get them the personal computers for them. So the parents, those who are supporting their children, they do provide the computers, they do provide the assistive aids by taking loans, and they provide for the students. It's the duty of the teachers to counsel the parents, to educate the parents, and also to educate the children so that they can come up for the future.
And one last question. What are some changes you would make to, especially since being able to teach a computer class is so important, and having the right technology to teach is also as important? What are some changes you would make to how you teach right now?
The different the changes that we need for the students is we need a good lab with the proper internal facilities and with the good conditions, because here in Punjab, the humidity of the heat and plus the dust, the where I have the computer labs are not very good enough, because the dust goes to the computers and the computers gets damaged very soon.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so I do need with a good like AC to be protected for the computers, so that it can run smoothly, and also it won't damage to the computers, so that the students won't take much time, because running on the computer it takes 15 minutes almost, where I have only 40 minutes for the students to teach.
Okay, so you feel like the computers are a little bit slow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's understandable. Do you have anything to add before we conclude?
Yes, one thing I would like to add is that as here we are a less number of teachers, and we have less the huge number of students, and we need strength of the teachers, and plus also the last thing is that what I would like to add is that we need the salaries.
Yeah,
because here the salaries are of course it's up to the mark, but still then as now in the future, like the studies goes higher and the things are demanding more and more, so we need the salaries increments too.
We know that this school has been slowly taking steps to becoming more modern and on its way to being more efficient and better for a better environment for the students. So, do you think? Well, first, let me ask you, what's your salary?
My salary is as of now 15,743 rupees. Since I have been teaching since 2003 and now is 2022, almost 8 to 9 years.
And has your salary increased? You mentioned you've been here for a while. Has it increased at all?
Of course, it has increased, but I feel that it's very less because as we spend, we would love to spend more time with the students, but spending more time with the students also it's even we have to do for our own study purpose, right?
Yeah.
So we have also to purchase the courses along with the studies. We do the personal studies where we need to learn first and then only we can teach the students. Without learning ourselves, we can't be prepared for the students for tomorrow.
You mentioned that you want a better salary, and that's totally understandable, and you're 100% correct. You definitely need to keep up with everything that's going on, and you need your own time to prepare for the classes so that you can give your best self to the students so that they can learn properly. Do you have any idea of what you think your salary should be?
As per, I would not go very higher for the salary since I got the accommodation. I do agree with the accommodations, but still then I have some more expectations for the students to bring up. Like, so my expectation for the salary should be around 30,000.
Okay, thank you so much. So please start by giving me an introduction. What's your name? How long you've been teaching here? What your qualifications are?
मेरा नाम सुनीता यादव है। मैं यूपी आजमगढ़ से हूँ और मैंने एमए बीएड किया हुआ है, बीए ऑनर्स संस्कृत में, और यहाँ पर 5 साल से टीचिंग कर रही हूँ। इससे पहले भी मैंने 2 साल गुड़गांव स्कूल में पढ़ाया हुआ है।
Okay, so you do have experience teaching blind students. By the time the students graduate, are they fluent in Hindi, reading and writing in Braille, and are they fluent in it?
हाँ, ब्रेल रीडिंग राइटिंग बहुत ज़रूरी है ये तो, क्योंकि हमारी भाषा हिंदी है नेशनल, इसलिए सबको सीखना ज़रूरी है। लेकिन पंजाब में बच्चों के अंदर ये कम होता है कि वो हिंदी की तरफ अपना रुझान करें।
And do you think the students are able to pick up Hindi fast?
हाँ, हिंदी कोई भी इजीली सीख जाता है।
Yeah, that's great. That's great. When the students graduate, are they able to go to college or do they just go home?
कॉलेज में स्टूडेंट्स हिंदी ग्रेजुएशन करते हैं और उसके बाद वो उनके लिए बहुत सारे स्कोप हैं लेक्चरर में, प्रोफेसर में और राजभाषा अधिकारी के रूप में। लेकिन हाँ, पढ़ाई के लिए वे भी अन्य डिवाइसेस का प्रयोग करते हैं, रिकॉर्डिंग के ज़रिए पढ़ते हैं, क्योंकि हिंदी का जो सिलेबस होता है वो बहुत ज़्यादा होता है और ब्रेल में लिखना संभव नहीं है। तो फिर भी कुछ चीज़ें होती हैं जिनको, जैसे कविताएं हैं, पोइट्री है, वो उसके लिए तो ब्रेल में बुक हो तो ज़्यादा अच्छा होता है।
So do you feel like the students get enough opportunities with Braille, or do you think it's a very limited with using Braille?
एक्चुअली यहाँ जो नर्सरी है, नर्सरी में बच्चों का सेंस डेवलप्ड होना चाहिए, तो टीचर कम है, इस वजह से ऐसा हो नहीं पाता। और बच्चे ऊपर की क्लासेस में आते हैं, उनको ब्रेल सिखाना बहुत मुश्किल होता है। अगर आपके वहाँ अमेरिका में कुछ ऐसे जैसे पजल्स वगैरह होते हैं, जिससे कि बच्चों का जो सेंस फिंगर सेंस है वो डेवलप्ड हो, तो इस तरह की कुछ चीज़ें हमें भी हमारे स्कूल को प्रोवाइड कराइए, ऐसा हम चाहेंगे। क्योंकि बच्चों के सेंस डेवलप नहीं होते हैं तो वो अपना हाथ सही से स्लेट पर नहीं रखते या उनको लिखने में दिक्कत आती हैं।
Yeah, that makes sense. What are some, you did mention that teaching students Braille, since they don't learn their foundations properly, getting their senses to align and teaching them Braille is a challenge. Are there any other challenges you face teaching these students?
हाँ, बच्चों के लिए ब्रेल सीखना बहुत चैलेंज है, क्योंकि कईयों के हाथ में वो मुड़ते नहीं है, उनका काम नहीं करता है टच पावर, तो इसलिए उनको बहुत दिक्कत आती है सिखाने में। इसके लिए हम उन्हें एक्सरे शीट पर लिखकर सिखाते हैं, या अल्फ़ाबेट जोड़ने के लिए वो आते हैं, उनके ज़रिए सिखाते हैं, पर फिर भी बहुत मुश्किल होता है उनको सिखाने के लिए।
Okay.
जो बच्चे रुचि रखते हैं, इंटरेस्ट रखते हैं, वो सीख जाते हैं, नहीं तो फिर नहीं सीख पाते हैं। बहुत सारे बच्चे जो 11th 12th में भी पहुंचकर उनको ब्रेल नहीं आ पाती है, फिर वो रिकॉर्डिंग के ज़रिए ही पढ़ते हैं।
So, students in 11th and 12th grade, if they don't know Braille, how are they learning?
जब 11th 12th में बच्चा पहुंच जाता है तो उसको ब्रेल नहीं सिखाना मुश्किल होता है, वो नहीं सीख पाता है, तो फिर हम उन्हें यही कह देते हैं आप रिकॉर्डिंग से पढ़िए। जो रुचि दिखाते हैं वही सीख पाते हैं, नहीं तो नहीं सीख पाते ब्रेल।
So, when the students they go to college, do all of them know Braille, or some of them don't know Braille when they graduate?
कॉलेज में ब्रेल तो उनके लिए है ज़रूरी, क्योंकि कुछ चीज़ें वो लिख सकते हैं, बहुत ज़रूरत की हैं।
Okay, and couple last questions. What are some changes you would make to help the students learn more efficiently and help you teach faster for the students?
चेंज ब्रेल सिखाने के लिए बच्चों को कुछ ऐसे डिवाइसेस चाहिए जिससे कि उनका टच सेंस बढ़े, ताकि वो ब्रेल सीखें। जैसे नॉर्मल बच्चे होते हैं उनके लिए खेल खेल में ABCD लिखना सिखाया जाता है, तो उस तरह से कुछ इनका भी होना चाहिए, ब्लाइंड बच्चों का भी, ताकि इनको खेल के ज़रिए सिखाया जा सके आसानी से। और मैम हम ये कहेंगे कि एक यहाँ पर ब्रेल प्रिंटर हो, क्योंकि बच्चों के पास बुक्स नहीं होती हैं, खास करके जैसे 6 to 8 ऊपर वाली क्लासेस हैं, उन बच्चों में अभी स्ट्रेंथ बढ़ गया है, ज़्यादा बच्चे हो गए हैं, तो उनके पास किताबें होनी चाहिए ताकि वो पढ़ सकें, जिन बच्चों को रीडिंग आती है।
That's okay. We'll just end here, but thank you so much for your interview.